Yo, you record me? Bet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I am a guy from a place. Charm City Bipper, Quis The Vndl. Marquis is the name my mama gave me. I switched the setup up a little bit. I switched it up so I could get some things popping in the way I need to get them popping. Coming to you all live in a really dope space. I feel so goofy for not remembering the name of this collective space, but it is by Falls Way, and there are a lot of businesses present. Oh, my good brother just pulled up, and I'm about to do an interview with a really dope individual. But this space has a spirits company, Baltimore Spirits Company, the Wine Collective, Movement Gym, Vent Coffee Roasters, the Charmery. A lot of things going on over here. And a lot of events are held in this space. So if it's not something you're familiar with, you should get familiar with it. Had the opportunity to get a tour of all the spaces. They got new businesses coming. They got businesses leaving. It's just a mosh podge. Is that the right word? It's a really dope space. So like I said, I switched up the style. I got a way to observe things now while I'm in this space. And I'm grateful right now. I'm grateful. I am continuing to say, all that you want in life is on the other side of your fears. I had no conception of what I'm experiencing in this very moment. And with the appointments I have set, with the things I have on the way, I had no conception of it when I was leaving my job. I put the notice in 4 weeks early. Like, people were telling me, bro, why'd you put in a 4-week notice? It's like, because like, I kind of don't know, and they kind of didn't think I would. And here I am on the other side. And I left with love again. I left with love. I have people there that are still doing the work. And I'm out here so that I can find ways to make their work easier. I have an intention of creating programs or being a part of the call to action that creates the programs that send Black men into school buildings to be mentors, to be role models, to tutor students, to give them an example of what is possible. Silver. Yeah, so give them a possible, give them a sense of possibilities. And that is so important. It's just one of many things. But I think I'm about to start soon. So this was just a quick little segment as I'm practicing on my new equipment. Yeah, put the flashes on. I'm practicing on my new equipment. So yeah, life be lifing. Sometimes it can get trifling, but that's up to you. How you doing, sir? So let me see if I can keep it going.
Oh, you already got it running.
Yeah, yeah.
We on.
We outside, right into the phone. Let me see. Is it running? I believe you're being recorded.
Okay, so I'll step right into the production.
That's how life goes.
That's what's up, bro. Oh, you gonna act like we didn't just kick it yesterday?
Act like we did. You know that's
all right, bet.
No, we're gonna tell the people that we did. So I want to start by saying, I am a guy from a place, Charm City Bipper. Quis The Vndl. Marquis is the name my mama gave me. I am blessed and grateful to have Marquis Stanback, who also goes by Daily Growth Yoga on many platforms, a yoga instructor, a leader in the community, a event coordinator, stretch therapy, a lot of different things. He has a background in corporate America, but he left that to do what he's doing now. You got to know this guy. I'm glad I know this guy. I'm saying a lot right now because I'm grateful that he's joined this space and he's going to give you all some of the wisdom that he's given me.
Yo, thank you, bro. Yo, I feel like that was like an 85 South Show interview, like intro. Like, hey, they just run the flowers. I'm over here like, damn, that's me. This my episode.
This guy.
Oh shit. Okay, shit. Nah, man, I appreciate it, bro. As Keith told y'all, Marquis Stanback, bro. Like, I'm born and raised here too, like from Baltimore. I'm one of those individuals that like I've always been a little off the beaten path as far as, you know, what I explored and things I've tried, stuff that I got interested in. So yoga was one of those things at 25 when I found it. I was kind of like, yo, why I ain't see this in Baltimore before?
Yes.
Why I ain't see no black men practicing this? Why is this the first time me being exposed to this? And yeah, man, like it was one of those things that just, it changed the way I was looking at my life at the time. I did all the stuff that your parents tell you do. Like I did all of it. Like what your parents tell you do, they say, you know, grow up, be a good person, get a good job, you know, make good money, be good to people,
be kind,
make friends,
be nice,
make friends,
go against what you feel,
be nice to your coworkers, even if they ain't shit.
Right.
I did all that, yo. So like, I was a corporate, you know, 25-year-old. I called myself, I was a corporate sniper because I was in sales. I used to walk into black-owned businesses, get them to buy shit from this white-owned corporation that would not actually help their business, but I convinced them it would. And then when the business had to close or they be in financial hardship, I kind of took that to heart because, like, I'm looking at my people, like, suffering off of something I sold them. And knowing, like, I'm like, well, at first you're like, well, the company going to do what they say they're going to do. And then after a while, when you realize the company not going to do what they say they're going to do, it's like, well, I could do it, though. Like, marketing is a real thing. It does work for small businesses. Why isn't it working in this model?
You recognize you had a script. Just like I recognize I had a script within a space.
Bruh.
I have a script. I'm the black man who's tall and I got a loud voice at times. So cut that mess out down there.
Hey. Y'all cut that out.
Y'all cut that out. But
stop all that horse playing.
After all of the voice is done, is like, hey, I kind of don't like it when you yell at all the kids. You know, it's fine with the certain ones.
Right.
So, so just being cognizant of that and recognizing how that goes against my mission and my truth.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing this to beat up kids. I'm doing this out of love. Yeah, just like you were going into these spaces. Like, I want to get y'all something better. It's like, I laugh because one thing somebody told me, WSS fine art. I'm always putting other people together. So you're going to be on this podcast too. But, good intention does not mean good outcome.
Does not. No,
good
not at all.
Good intention has led to some of the worst outcomes imaginable, and people will run from the accountability of it because they'll say, well, I meant good. I ain't mean to make you feel uncomfortable, shorty. I was just saying you got a nice, like, brother, that wasn't the time.
I got a that's a good example. Like, that's the perfect, like, fellas, like, when you go say something, you give a woman a compliment and it's respectful and you like, yo, I wasn't being rude. You can't take it personally if it's not received well, because sometimes it's like you caught shorty, she out on a run.
Right. She was on a Target run.
You know what I'm saying? She in the gym getting her workout in. She like, bro, that's cool. Thank you, sir, for being polite, but also that's not what I'm here for. So you interrupted me because you wanted to have a communication. You wanted to make a point. Just because your intentions were clear and safe does not mean that the outcome was clear and safe for me.
Yes. Yes.
Not guaranteed.
Yes, I apologize. I'm checking things because this is my first time running it this way. I got a lot going on. You're new to this is to the newest version of the set, Evolutions. But people always have more than we realize going on. For example, I found out about an event called Niggas Need Love Too. After hitting you up, I think we did a practice before I even found out about Niggas Need Love.
Yeah, I think you came and pulled up the class first.
I was seeing his page for a while. I'm like, this brother's doing this. I want to do it. He's doing it the way I want to do it. And I'm in the school building Monday to Friday. Like, how do I make other things in my life happen? Well, and that looks cool, but so I'm just watching it and I'm like, hey man, I see you're local and like the DMs. It was awkward. It was uncomfortable, but I say on this podcast as well, a lot of what you want in life is on the other side of your fears. So I had to let my ego look a certain way in a moment.
You got to run that back for him.
A lot of what you want in life is on the other side of your fears.
Did I say that in class yesterday, or did I just say that to somebody?
Did
I say that in class? I did. Okay, yeah. I was like, did I say that yesterday?
Look, it's affirming. It's running me. It's running me at this point to the point where I'm like, yo, everything that I want is there. I'm just bluffing. Like when I was like, facts. I can be accountable and I can recognize. Oh, for those of y'all who don't know,
that's the Baltimore translation for what he said before. He just said, "It's there. I'm just bluffing." That's the Bipper translation. That's the Charm City Bipper definition of when you bluffing. That basically means you know you could do it. It's on you.
You bluffing, dummy.
Stop bluffing, dummy. Bro, that's a t-shirt.
I might look. I got one on the back now.
Yeah, that's a t-shirt.
All you gotta do is be you.
All you gotta do is be you. Yes. You feel me?
Yeah. You hear me, Johnny? Yeah. So,
man, come on.
like I said, on the other side is this moment right here. So as I sent that DM and I'm like, oh, whatever happens, happens. End up coming to a practice at 6:15 in the morning. Best yoga class I had.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get up early to get the stuff you want.
Look.
The stuff you your goals and your dreams. Your goals and dreams is up at 5 a.m. if you ain't know. Look, they up at 5 a.m. And the person who wants the person who want to take them from you is up at 4:45. What time you up?
Yes.
If you don't get up till 7, guess what? Your enemy got 2.5 hours on you.
One thing I would say too is like you wake up that early and you get so much of your day done before the day start. Like if I get up at 4 or I get up at 5 and 8 come around, I didn't already completed like 30, 40 tasks.
You completed more between 5 to 8 than most people gonna get done between 8 to 5.
And then I'm coasting.
Come on now.
I'm coasting in a way where it's like
y'all got that whole task list 8 to 5, right? Yep. It'd be like 10 things on there. How many you really get done every day? Like 3, 4 of them maybe. On a good day. 4. On a good day, you like, I got 3 or 4 of them done. If you from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. though, you'll probably get like the whole 10 done. Maybe 9 out of 10. I'm telling you.
And if you do this too, if you get some good motion in the morning.
Come on.
Like a great yoga practice with brothers like us.
All 10.
You're going to be running your day and the people around you. People going to be coming to you like, man, my day is so bad. Man, I kind of chill, man. Like this coffee, this is about the best coffee I done had. You know, like, I don't even know where it came from. I think it might have came from the moon. Like, I'm just...
For real, though.
But get to this class.
That's no cap, man.
Have a damn moment. And then I see... niggas need love too. And I'm like, that's also what I'm into because I watch so many people have conversations about the problems in our community, but not given resources and tools.
Right.
Even some of the people who own the tools don't know how to impart that wisdom because of the ego and the fear of, well, they're not really into it.
Yeah.
Are you making it palatable?
Come on,
Are you making it something that I can even come into?
Are you being vulnerable enough so that I know that I can identify with your experience in a way where I feel safe to let you help me?
Exactly. You can't get help if you're not asking for it.
Come on now.
And then then this is another part. People fake like they're asking for help. They really just want to be heard. So it's like, if you want to be heard, it's a podcast for that. Come on the podcast. I'm gonna have to charge you because you just want to be heard. This ain't a talent show. This ain't an open mic. But
it's not an open mic.
But just thinking about that concept, like, what is the true intention? That's something I always come back to. Your intention. I won't speak for it. I feel I have a sense of it. Well, what would you say is your intention and your purpose?
Well, like, bro, one of my biggest intentions behind how I show up in the world, and I'm like go a little bit beyond yoga, because like yoga, people see daily growth yoga, they think it's all yoga. Yoga is a tool that I use to represent the way that I show up in the world in general. So I use it as a practice to pay attention to myself so that I learn and understand myself. I literally just want to be an example of the fact that the best thing that you could spend your time doing in this life is learning yourself. And then after you spend your time learning yourself, the next best thing you can do is honoring what you learned about yourself and living up to the person that you know you are, not the person that your parents wanted you to be, your family asked you to be, or your kids asked you to be. Like, if you live up to the person you're supposed to be, you'll be the person you need to be for your kids.
Yes. You'll
be the saving grace your family needs. You'll be the pillar in your community if you live up to who you are supposed to be for you first.
Every part of that. Let me give you this, and I'm giving you more flowers. The first episode of this is me first. Because of the conversation we had at Niggas.
Come on, bruh. What'd I say? 2023 is about me first.
Yes. And in a way,
I've been standing on it too, just so you know. The energy is it's cycling. Because I've been standing on it. I seen you standing on it. Seen a couple of other brothers that have been that came to the workshop standing on it.
Man, it's traveling.
Yeah,
said, let me go touch some different sands.
Bro, he slid right up by. He said, hey.
Yes. And do some more of that.
My boy Javon said, hey, I got to hit another country one time.
Yeah.
Me first.
So it's a beautiful thing, and it's powerful because I called the winter busy season. Summer's busy, all year's busy, but I call winter busy season to really point out the fact that you're doing it alone. It's so easy to be alone when it's raining, right? When it's raining, when it's snow outside, I'm just being in the crib.
Ain't no cookout.
Ain't no cookout. Ain't no park to go to and just sit with people. You go sit in the park, it's cold, everything dead. Like, relationships die in the winter. People get trauma bonds to start the winter. They leave the summer with a trauma bond and hold it all through the winter so they can get back out. They get back outside, break up right in spring. Soon as life come back alive. So it's like, what's the real game we playing right now? It's what I asked.
You hurt somebody's feelings just now. Look, I can feel it.
Somebody's
feelings hurt.
I said with love. I'm out here minding my business. I'm
somebody
I'm out here minding my. I ain't been getting no text back.
If Keith's talking to you right now, it's okay. That's why. That's
baby.
what the podcast is for.
Look, baby. Look.
Come on now.
I need that text back. Stop playing. I need it. But like I said, it's so many things that I sit with as I reflect on myself. That's what this space has been. A space for me to reflect. And as I reflected, the more I reflected, I realized, okay, there's other people out here reflecting too. There's other people out here that mirror the work that I'm doing or attempting to do, who've done the work longer as well. So that's where it's like, it's not about me, even when it is.
Right.
So the me first is like, me first, a lot of people's like, it's all about you. No, it's about me so that I can make it about others.
Exactly. It's not that, like, I think some people get the wrong idea about selfishness because we hear selfishness used in such a negative connotation so often where it's like, no, they were so selfish and they were so selfish. And to a certain degree, we all need to be a little bit selfish because without being a certain level of selfish, if everything you want to do is tied to what somebody else wants or what their desire is or what they've influenced you to feel or believe, then you will never stand on your own desires enough that you don't take up that space from them. Like you stealing from people when you do that. When you come into somebody's space, you get in a relationship and you're like, oh yeah, I'm all about him. I just, that good man that rolled up on you, sis, and you like, oh yeah, I'm all about him. I'm just do all his stuff, do everything the way he do it. You stealing from him because now he don't have his own things for himself where he can appreciate and just share them with himself.
And what's even more powerful about that, if she was about herself, he's about himself, when they come together, the bond that they share is magical.
It's going to be a lot more reciprocation. Y'all gonna be able to share. You gonna be able to teach him some things, and he gonna teach you some things. It don't always gotta be the man just teaching the women. Like, ladies, I don't know what area y'all stuck in that y'all think the men out here just want to be able to teach you everything and tell you everything. Yo, I need a woman to teach me something. That's the most attractive thing that's happened to me in the past couple years.
She gave me a verse. She gave me a Bible verse.
Teaching me something. Come on now.
Let me put the stupid up. I said,
y'all seen them handstand videos that just went from like me trying to get into it to now I'm like, oh, I'm in there and I'm working on variation. Yo, a woman taught me that.
Was she a black woman?
A black woman taught me that.
Come on, Black History Month.
I'm about to plug her for, China Doll Yogi. If you in the DMV and you trying to get your inversion game right, go holler at China, bro.
Look at that love.
She don't be on social like that, but she's available. You can find her. China Doll Yogi. Go pull up. That's a real teacher. That's a black woman who literally gave me some game.
All of it.
Gave me some game.
Look, I'm here because of a black woman. I wouldn't be a yoga instructor if it wasn't for a black woman. I wouldn't be Charm City Bipper if it wasn't for a black woman because my mama baby. But I'm just I wouldn't be. For real, there's a lot of things I wouldn't be if it wasn't for a black woman. It's people that also had these traumas. You know, when we was coming up and we came up in Baltimore, so it was like shorties give you that wreck. They give you that. They're gonna make you hurt, brother. Bro. Your shoes dusty. She gonna let you know. Yeah, your lips chapped. She gonna let you know.
Correct at all times.
Come correct. And it's like even when you as sharp as a knife, she still got something to say.
She
right?
Gonna find something.
So it's like when we coming up like that. It's like P's, Q's, dotted I's, cross T's, all of it. And a lot of people let that discourage them to the point where they just like, I quit. Why are you quitting, bro?
Yeah.
Go harder. Yeah. Clean yourself up. Go get around some brothers that's having motion too. You might get what do you call it? Like I'm just saying like excess motion. Like he got so much motion that you just end up in the honestly, in the vortex.
That's the problem with social media though, I think social media made it so that you can look at somebody else's motion day to day too much. Yeah. Like back in the day, you ain't know what somebody day-to-day motion was like. So that way you didn't see they big up, but you also didn't see when they had to pick themselves up.
Yeah.
And I think social media is fooling a lot of us because a lot of people, myself included, like I don't show y'all my worst days transparently. Like I might go through it and then extrapolate some information from it or some wisdom or some nuggets from it. And I'm going to share it, even if it's an ugly message or came from an ugly space, I'm going to share it in a curated way so that the content is digestible. Because really, you don't want to know what my ugly days look like, y'all. You really don't.
What do an ugly post look like?
Y'all want to know why I'm single? Because my ugly days are real ugly.
That's the part.
You want to know why relationships are hard for brothers like us? Because our ugly days is real ugly. And sometimes the fact of the matter is that that's not something that we feel like we need to make other people responsible for. But we do like support.
Brother, I went on a date with a shorty and it was moving too quick. And I was like, damn, I'm the reason I'm doing this to myself. This is literally a pattern. But I'm grateful for the practice that makes me aware of these patterns that show up. And I'm like, yo, I'm kind of sick of me right now.
Yes,
I don't even make sense. I insecure to the point where I'm like, oh, this is why she feels unsafe. This is why she's questioning certain things. I could use game because, like, when you become aware of it, you can be like, well, this is how I am for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can play around it
for sure.
to get draws, whatever you after, but it's like, is that really what you about to stand on?
Yeah.
Because long term, like we were speaking on earlier, these karmas that come about. If I stayed in that school yelling at these kids, putting that bad energy out, it's coming back to me in some form. Somebody giving that to my kids, somebody giving that to my ancestors. I don't know who's gonna.
It's not even somebody. I've actually lived enough life now that I think I have a strong understanding of exactly how it plays out. And I don't have that much time left, so I'm gonna just run this one as like my last like nugget for you.
Get busy.
So look. My father right now, right? My father lived a life where he was in the streets most of his life. And I grew up knowing that. Not as transparently and as clear as I did as an adult, but I grew up knowing it to a degree where I was like, yeah, you know, I kind of have an idea what his life is like. What happens is, though, the life my father decided to live was one where it didn't matter that he was a street dude. He let his lifestyle be a crutch and a reason for him to not deal with some of the real traumas he'd experienced. So he used his need to be tough in the street as a way to not need to process the stuff that actually made him feel hurt as a little boy. What that turned into is my father has a lot of unprocessed trauma that has been passed down to his children. And those of us who have not taken on our own process of healing to intentionally work through and deal with it and process it have been subjected to the exact same traumas that he's experienced. And now imparted those traumas onto their children. So the same issues that a lot of my brothers and sisters, my siblings, we all have similar issues with our father and the ways we were raised because he didn't finish raising any of us, but he will brag as if he's done this outstanding job as a father. And now I'm watching my sister do the same thing. She brags and claims as if she's been this outstanding mother. And in all honesty, her children are suffering. And that is the danger of what happens when you don't go handle your business, when you don't process, when you don't create the relationship with yourself and get honest and transparent, at least with yourself, about the real things you feel and have experienced. If you don't handle it, if you don't process it, if you don't address it yourself, it's not just going to get passed down to the people that you love in the next generation by someone. It will be directly via you. Your same bullshit is going to smell in your children's lives, your nephews, your nieces, your community, the youngins, the ones that watch you and come up after you, the ones who you love and appreciate and protect, the ones who you'll go jump in front of a car for. That's who's going to suffer if you don't handle it. Tell me it's not worth it to deal with your shit.
Now check this out. I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go. When you do it in the opposite way, when you go be the light that everybody needs, even when you have shadows, you will recognize people receiving it and beginning to embody it bit by bit. It's not about you doing it for, like, you're not doing it so you get adulation or some reward of, no, but there is some sense of satisfaction seeing slight changes. So allow every little win to guide you up to where you need to be. And
sir, the little wins. Come on, man.
You're getting them daily. I am a guy from a place, Charm City Bipper, Quis The Vndl. Marquis is the name my mama gave me. I'm grateful for this, brother. I'm grateful for this conversation.
Bro, I'm grateful for you, bro.
To many more
man.
wins,
Come
many
on, bro.
more blessings, sir.
The daily growth continues.
Yes, it does. And it stopped raining.
Come on now.
Yeah.
We told y'all the sun will come out.
Beautiful boy.
You take care of yourself, the sun come out, the sun get to shining.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
We got it. You got it.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. You already.